What's up, guys? So I actually want to talk about something that is not Pokemon related. So disregard the background. And we are going to do some Brilliant Star stuff probably today, but it's not something that I care about as much as the world kind of being in some kind of wartime. There's this issue recently with Russia invading Ukraine, and I just think, I'm invested in the stock market. I have pretty much all my money invested in different things. Pokemon, QuantumScape is one of my biggest investments. People were talking about the stock and how it's rallying and blah, 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 blah. And it makes me sick. It honestly makes me sick that the markets are rallying when there's an invasion going on and people are quite literally blowing themselves up to keep that from happening. Buildings being bombarded, people, hiding in shelter. It's already not a rosy place to live. And, we've had, for years there's been stuff going on in the Middle East. And that's a whole other subject that I don't want to get into. I don't want this channel to become political ever. I'm just sharing, my feelings and my emotions and thoughts on this. It's very hard to, I started the day, we were taking care of Aspen. I sent some cards to sell at UPS. Then I went to GameStop and I did a little video of my haul at GameStop. And I was in a better mood when I woke up. But I come home and my wife is showing me all the news and these videos and kind of reminding me the stuff that's more important. One, our family is the most important thing. But two, what's going on in the world, and to kind of take a second and step back and acknowledge that, there are countries in wartime and people dying, starving, looking for shelter, fearing bombs and bullets going through their homes. And that's very scary. That's very terrifying. We have a very sheltered life here in the U.S., and we don't have to deal with those type of things. Occasionally, our neighborhood isn't the best. You hear gunshots, whatever. We don't have to worry about tanks rolling down the street. That's very terrifying to think about. And, I just want this video to be dedicated towards, my heart and my prayers. And I'm not a very religious person. I'm Jewish. I didn't even get a bar mitzvah, but I believe in karma and energy. And I'm just sending them as much energy as I can right now from the bottom of my heart. It's very sad what's going on in Ukraine right now. Now that I have a YouTube, I have this outlet, something that I can talk to, subjects that I can talk about. And it doesn't always have to be, Pokemon, which is the part of me that's a kid still. This stuff is nostalgic. It makes me happy. But ultimately, there's more important things in the world. And if you have a platform to talk about this stuff, you should do it for the better of the world and just to be a good person. I am not thinking about my investments today. I'm not thinking about how the market is moving up when a country has been invaded. I'm thinking about how terrifying it would be to be in that situation and that environment. How resilient those people must be, how scared they must be. People with families like mine, babies, fearing for their safety. I mean, I think, when you become a parent also, it's part of it is that, that now we have our 4-month-old Aspen. God bless her heart. She's amazing. And, I have my wife, Diana. She's amazing. I have such a great family and such great support, and that's really important. And it makes me grateful, to be in this environment and to be safe and to have a roof over our head and to not worry about, being in some kind of wartime. And so I know it's off topic, guys, but I'm sure there's many of you that would like, more people to talk about this and to create a discussion. And even if it's not what this channel is based on, this channel isn't really based on just all Pokemon. Yes, I have a Pokemon YouTube, but ultimately this channel is just to vlog, talk about stuff, talk about things that I like, but in a less materialistic way, talk about subjects, philosophies, like the stuff of life, the stuff that makes life worth living. Um, there are other human beings in another part of the globe that are scared and fighting, and there's a major struggle going on. And I'm just very bothered by it. I'm very bothered by it, and I hope whatever's going on over there, we don't have all the story. We have what the media outlets give us. I just hope whatever's going on, it can be contained. Like I said, I don't want to get political, so I'm not going to say names. I fear for the people of Ukraine, and I hope that things work out. And I just think that I think that it's weird that the U.S. markets, that Wall Street would rally when people are suffering. But what's new? Wall Street doesn't care. Wall Street just cares about the big guys, and that is the truth. That's a lesson that I've learned this year, dumping all my money into one stock that I really believe in. QuantumScape is all about green energy, and totally irrelevant in this conversation other than the fact that, big oil still has a lot of leverage. It has a lot of leverage. It can create supply chain issues. It's like we need to get past all of that and get into cleaner energy. And regardless of the stock price or the money that can be made, back then, if you invested in new clean energy tech, you were a fool. All the money was in oil. Now we have, our millennial generation, all we care about is doing good for the environment. For the most part, we care about, what a company does to help the environment or the planet. Ultimately, this planet will be inherited by, our next generations, our kids and their kids. So what we leave behind is critical. And what I'm leaving behind is that I put everything that I had on a company that wants to change our energy storage and our energy use and how we go about that. I think a better battery is definitely a part of that. Batteries will run the future, and that's why I vouch with QuantumScape. But it's just horrible what's happening across the world right now. And it's hard to just have a normal life and to do, Pokemon video. It's just not normal. It's not normal for people to put on a face. It's very fake, in fact, to put on a face and act happy duty all the time when there's stuff going on, when there's more important issues at hand to talk about. And I understand, you go on YouTube, you look at let's say, like Pokemon, you go to look at Pokemon, you're trying to escape the world. You're trying to escape all those things. But I don't want to do that on this channel. I want to be as real as I can be and say that life isn't always roses. Things aren't always great. My energy wavers. Sometimes I'm high energy and I feel good, like this morning, and sometimes I think heavily about and deeply about stuff. And that's part of the reason that I think my wife Diana loves me, is that I can be sensitive and emotional. TMI. But guys, I appreciate your support and, checking out the videos on the channel, and I hope I can put more videos out like this that get a little more traction, and show that I'm not all just Pokemon. I care about other issues in the world, and, I wear my heart on my sleeve. That's the saying. And I just care a lot about things. Care what people think of me. People who say, like, you should never care what people think of you, that's just bull. That's just bull. We all care what people think about us. I want to have a good image. When I leave this earth, I want to say, I had a good life. I was a good person. And it goes against everything I internally believe to just continue today talking about Pokemon when there's a big issue in the world at hand right now. And again, if you guys see this video, send some energy, send some prayers out to the people in Ukraine. Maybe pray a little bit, even if you're not the most religious person in the world. I hope the best for those families and their struggle, and I hope that this whole invasion thing can be wrapped up soon. But the reality is that this could take weeks, months, could be all year. COVID was one thing. Having an epidemic flu is one thing, but having a war starting somewhere, an invasion, which just sounds like another small war to me, it makes my head hurt. Human beings, we only have this life once, and we have to spend it wisely. And war is just not a good thing. It's just never a good thing. You could call me a hippie in the sense that peace and love are probably the most important things that I believe in. And I don't know, guys. I'm ranting, and I wanted to keep the video short, and I just I don't know. So sorry to be depressing. I just think it is very depressing. I think it is very sad, and I don't think that my channel should always be promoting this lifestyle, this way that I am. It's always Pokemon. I'm always happy. I love collecting Pokemon, but that doesn't make me who I am. I am who I am, and I feel the way I feel, and I don't like war. And as much as I like guns, and I've gone to the gun range before, and I've had fun doing that. I don't support war. I never have. There's a long history with our country getting into wars that I feel like we shouldn't be in. And again, I'm getting political. I don't want to get political at all. I'm really not for any sides. I just I don't like war, and I hope it ends, and I want the world to be at peace and be sound again. And I hope y'all have a good day today. Make the best out of the day. Send some prayers over to Ukraine, and thank you for watching and listening, and do what you will with what I've said. But it really bothers me. This whole thing really bothers me, and I've never really voiced an opinion on foreign policies, stuff that goes on with other countries. That's not my business. But that's not a good way to be. That's not a good way to be, to just think, oh well, it's not happening here, so I don't care about it. I do care about it. It's not happening in my home, but it's hard not to empathize. It's hard not to empathize with those people and what they're going through right now. Anyways, peace out, guys. May open some packs later tonight. May not. It just depends how I'm feeling. We're extremely exhausted with Aspen. She's been a handful today, on top of me feeling emotional about Ukraine. Maybe I'll have some more energy later tonight. I know we're going out to dinner tonight, so hopefully that'll be nice. I think me and Diana could really use that. Especially Diana, because she's just an amazing mother, and she works really, really hard to take care of us. And we're very thankful for her, and thankful for family in general. Anyways, guys, make it a great day. Peace. Peace. Important. Peace.